Have you ever wondered when you're trying to make a friend in preschool, kindergarten, or first grade, what to do with your feelings when someone doesn't feel like playing with you? We'll show you how with Upwards coming right up.
Cute Institute, you're clever, you're caring, you're cute. Institute!
Do you want to play with me? Do you want to play with me?
Oh, what's the matter, Anzu? Oh, come here, tell me all about it.
Nobody wants to play with me. I really don't think that I will find a friend. And I will be a friend. I know that. When I'm alone, I tell myself sad stories. I feel it to be true, though. I'm special and not like anyone who ever lived. Is just something I sometimes feel, but really, other things are more important than me. I'm convinced that nobody wants to play with me. I just don't believe.
Oh, Anzu, thank you so much for telling me your story. I feel sad to hear that you're feeling sad. You're feeling that nobody wants to play with you, and it just seems like everything is more important than you.
Yeah, it does.
I can understand you feeling that way. If, that were the only way to see your story.
You mean there's another way to see it?
Well, yeah. Sometimes when we tell our stories, we can only see them from one angle. But what if there was another way to see your story?
Is there?
Uh-huh.
Flip those words around.
When you don't like the sound. Sometimes words land upside down. Flip those words around.
Want me to flip your story right side up, Anzu?
Yeah.
Okay, how about, I just don't believe nobody wants to play with me. I'm convinced that other things are more important than me is just something that I sometimes feel. But really, I'm special and not like anyone who ever lived. I feel it to be true, though. When I'm all alone, I tell myself sad stories. I know that. I will be a friend, and I will find a friend. I really don't think that nobody wants to play with me.
You got all that from the story I told you?
Well, yes. I just took the same story that you told me and I flipped it upwards. Now, how do you feel hearing your new story?
I feel better.
Yeah?
Yeah, a little more confident.
Plus, do you ever remember a time when you didn't want to play with anyone just because you wanted some time by yourself?
I think so. There have been times I wanted to be by myself while I was eating dragon fruit, just because I love it so much. And I just wanted some alone time.
So what did you do when someone asked you to play when you were busy eating your favorite snack?
I said no thanks.
And did that mean that you never, ever, ever wanted to play with that person?
No, I just didn't want to play that second. But I wanted to maybe play later.
Maybe kind of like those two kids that told you that they didn't want to play with you in that moment.
Yeah, maybe. I'm feeling much better now. Thanks.
I'm glad you're feeling better because I think I see somebody new for you to talk to right over there.
Oh, okay. Hello. Hello.
What would you do if you met a child that didn't feel like playing?
I would ask if they wanted to play with me.
What would you do if they said no?
I would just be okay with it.
Why?
Because maybe they're gonna want to play another time.
Maybe someone doesn't know the rules of the game and is afraid to ask.
What? Maybe they didn't want to play because their mother said it was time to go home.
Maybe someone's just being mean and you don't want to have a mean friend anyway.
I know. He just didn't want to play with you that moment.
Maybe they just don't like the game, but they like you.
Wait, what?
Maybe someone wants to play with you later. They just want to play with a different person and they'll play with you later.
Maybe someone doesn't want to play because they're shy.
Because probably it's something they're practicing, they're going to do in front of the whole school and they want to practice it alone.
Maybe they don't want to play because they don't know how to play the game.
What's another reason somebody might not want to play?
That's a very hard question.
Do you ever hear yourself telling yourself a downward story?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
What can we do instead of telling ourselves a downward kind of story?
Flipping those words around.
I should flip the words around. Hey, Mommy, I know a song that you made up. It's called Flip Those Words Around. Hey, Mommy, want to sing it together now? Flip those words around. When you don't like the sound, sometimes words land upside down. Flip those words around.
Next time you hear yourself telling yourself a downward story,
I'm gonna flip the words around and tell the upward story.
Yeah, up. Up.
Like up, 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 up.
Parents, teachers, if you found this episode helpful and you would like to download it for your child or your students to watch offline and without any ads, then just head on over to our website, www.thecuteinstitute.com, and you can download it right from our store.
Be sure and catch our next episode as we read a secret message hidden inside this balloon.